And there's some things that we're supposed to do that many people using the same method, the same team, the same relationships, the same information, the same approach, and they stop saying it can't be done. I remember as a kid, we used to say to illustrate whether or not someone can accomplish something and whether or not they could not, to illustrate the impossibility of them accomplishing something, we would say, oh, you got a chance of doing that as a man going to the moon. Shut up. Get away from me. Hey, we've gone to the moon. We don't say that anymore because when I was a kid, it was seen as impossible for man to go to the moon. That's no longer a reality. The Wright brothers, when they were able to create a vehicle that was only up in the air for about 6 seconds, up to that point, the belief was for centuries, man couldn't fly. Because if God wanted man to fly, he'd have given him wings. You will never fly. You're not a bird. Get used to it. You're not even a pigeon. Get used to it. Might be a pigeon in your thinking, but you cannot fly. That was the belief. But the Wright brothers, who came along and their father was a minister, and that was his belief, they had breakthrough thinking and they changed the approach on what it would take to transport our bodies in the air. You came here to do something. Some people know right away. Nina Simone, who climbed up on a piano at 5 and started playing by ear. Some people know right away of what that is. And there are some, the majority, because they have not been exposed or seen something, that they have the abilities of greatness that they have within them that they can do, but they have not seen anybody doing it yet. So they don't even try. That's why one of the most important things we can do for our children is expose them to things so that they can begin to see themselves in other people. When I was at Booker T. Washington High School, when I saw Mr. Leroy Washington, I was exposed to this man who said to me, young man, go in front of the room and work this problem out for me. Oh, sir, I can't do that. Why not? I'm not one of your students. Look at me. Yes, sir, go and do what I'm asking you to do anyhow. I can't, sir. And then the other students started laughing, saying, he's DT. He's got a twin brother, Wesley. Wesley is smart. He's DT. And he asked, what's DT? He's the dumb twin. And I said, I am, sir. And he came from behind his desk and he looked at me. He said, don't you ever say that again. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. And so how people live their lives is a result of the story they believe about themselves. And because I was called the dumb twin, because when I was in the 5th grade, I was put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade, and Mrs. Mary Ford Williams, who was the principal at Douglas Elementary School in Overtown in Miami, came in and said, please point out the kids that are causing all of the problems. And I was among those, and said, we're going to put you back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade. These are educable, mentally retarded children here. They can't learn. We're going to put them in a special class by themselves. The kids called us the dodos. I was in the dodo ward. Bullying didn't just start. That's how they bullied us. We were in the dodos ward. We ate together and we were in the class by ourselves. We only went with other kids to the cafeteria at eating time, at lunchtime, and physical education. Other than that, the dodos were all in one room because the belief was we could not learn. We were dumb. And then this man spoke. Because now in your dodo ward, they don't give you anything to do but entertain each other, and you color and you play and you clown around, because the belief was there ain't gonna be nothing. No one, listen to me, write this down, please. No one, I don't care what anybody tells you about your child. No one, they should label jars, not people. No one rises to low expectation. And when you have low expectation for people, you treat them in a certain way. Did you hear what I just said? You treat them a certain way. How you look at them, how you talk to them, what your expectations are for them, and the tools that you make available for them, and the time, the energy, and the effort that you put in with them. People learn differently. I'm among those. I can't write a speech, but guess what? I can give you a speech. Writing it just straight out, that's not my style. I have to talk into a computer or a recorder and have it transcribed. That's my style. Everybody have their own style of how they approach this thing called life. And with the help of a Mike Williams, I went from just speaking and clowning in class and speaking at churches and elementary schools and high school to speaking at major corporations around the world. What happened? Same speaker, same person, but I met someone that showed me, here's how you can have a breakthrough in your ability with that gift of gab that you use when you're playing a card game called Bid Whist. Oh, you've never been to Boston, I'll take you there. That same personality that you use when you're playing cards and when you're playing chess. Oh, the game at first, it was called Hess, but my middle name is Calvin. And so they put C in front of Hess after me. So that same personality, he took this person that you see now that was labeled educable, mentally retarded, and took this voice and this story and a different approach that allowed me to be able to change people's lives. When Miles Monroe, Dr. Miles Monroe, I talk about him a lot. I miss him. He said, rob the cemetery of your genius. Just look at your life right now. I'm asking you to look at your life. Just begin to review yourself. This distance that you've come thus far, that distance is longer than the distance that you have left. And I encourage you, if you're ready to maximize that, I encourage you, if you're ready to live from your greatness, I'm encouraging you, if you're ready to take a chance on you, well, what if I don't make it? So what? Nat Turner, he never lived to see us being free, but he struck a blow that ultimately broke the back of slavery. And millions of other brothers and sisters. How you can use your talents, your abilities, your skills, your knowledge, your story, your voice in a different way and become more impactful, and how you can build relationships that can take you to another place that eye has not seen, ear has not heard. If you can feel me in your heart, if you can identify with what I'm saying, if you know in your heart of hearts, and I'm not asking about being practical and logical and realistic. Well, I'm too old. Oh, I don't have enough money. No. Oh, you don't know the failures and disappointments that I've had in the past. That has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. Nothing. Forgetting those things which are behind, reaching forth unto those things which are before, pressing toward the mark. If you're ready to press toward the mark of your higher calling, share with you how you can have breakthrough living and thinking and breakthrough money that you can make with your knowledge, with your experiences, with what you have in you that comes naturally to you, but it's challenging for other people. Something. Well, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. Okay, no problem. That's not a problem. All right, you got to walk by faith and not by sight. Get some coaching. Get some help. Don't stop pursuing. We came here to create. We were created by the Creator to create. Do it now. Live with a sense of urgency. Be willing to change your approach. Get some help. Most people won't ask for help. Why? Because of pride. Pride cometh before a fall. Because of ego edging God out. Here's a time you got to live this same life like you mean business. Like you mean business. If you believe this is a different time, Time is so different. It seems like the days are faster now. I don't know if it's because of my age, but it just seems like they're gone. That's gone. Here's what I know. The older you get, seem like you don't get 30 days out of the month. You get about 15 or 20. And if you owe a lot of money at the end of the month, you might get 2 weeks out of a month. Well, that's the way it's. Didn't I just pay that bill yesterday? Don't tell me. I know I just paid that bill yesterday. No, Daddy, no. I'm telling you, isn't this weird? I'm telling you, it seems like when you owe a lot of money, it just the time go by so fast. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It seems like, oh my goodness, the days are just flying by. And when I wake up in the morning, I look at myself and I always say, I thank God for being able to wake up this morning in my right mind. All things work together for good for those who love God and those who are called according to his purpose. Lord, whatever I face today, together you and I can handle it. What day is it you said? If you want to learn how to do something that you love from the comfort and safety of your home, seated at a computer, if you want to learn how to begin to maximize your potential, your greatness, and if you would like to be a part of a community of people who are going in the right direction, be around the right people and get the right coaching so that you can leave a legacy. These pictures that you see behind me, that's my legacy. That's my legacy. These are my children, and so when that's part of them, that's not all of them. The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. Homie took him seriously. Oh, behave, whatever. I believe that life is for living, for loving, and being healthy. And living a meaningful life, a purposeful life. Why purposeful? Well, because it narrows your choices. I spent time talking to my son last night. I said, I don't have a void in my life because I don't know who my father was that I'm aware of. I'm adopted, okay? But what I was saying to him, I said, the conversation that I'm going to have with you right now is a conversation if I knew my father that he would have with me. And right now, I'm feeling that. I'm going to talk to you and share some things with you that I've seen, that I've experienced. And ultimately, it's your call. It's your choice. But I've seen a thing or two. I know a thing or two. I can't make the choices for you. All I can share with you to minimize the pain and disappointment and just living a life that's not you, that does not represent the highest that's within you. I'm going to talk to you now about some things that I'm encouraging you to do so that your future you, your future life that's in you will say, man, I'm glad you did that. Wow, I'm glad you made that choice. I said, are you with me? He said, yes, sir, Dad. I said, don't you have anything to say? Well, he said, well, I'm not going to argue for my limitations. All right, because I was telling him about something. I said, you don't want to do that. That's not going to help you. Make choices and ask yourself the question, is this going to bring the best out of me? Is this moving my life in the direction that represent the highest that is within me? Or is this going to take me down a path at some point in time I will regret that I made this choice? Robert Frost, come forth, please. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and I selected the road less traveled by, and That has made all the difference. The road to life is straight and narrow, and few there be that find it, because few there be that are willing to be disciplined. Few there be that are willing to listen. Few there be that are coachable. Few there be that are willing to leverage the experiences of other people so they can maximize their impact in this thing called life. You can't tell them anything. There's nothing worse than arrogance and ignorance. People who think they know and they don't know. If you're not one of those people and you're ready to be coached, or you're ready for breakthrough thinking, as Dr. Stan would say, Dr. Breakthrough, Stan Harris, I want you to teach me how I could do what I love to do, make a lot of money, and have a lot of fun doing it. Yeah. Hello, I got it like that. As Reverend Ike would say, you can't lose with the stuff I use. Oh, behave. Why are you laughing? You got to laugh today. You got to find ways and create special moments. I'm creating a moment that we spend together. You're going to be saying to some of your friends, you know what? I watched that crazy boy Les Brown, Mamie Brown's baby boy. He had me rolling, child. He needs some help. He's a little touch of the head, really. He cut his flat top off too. Yeah, he used to be looking like Kid and Play from House Party. Yeah, he cut the flat top off. Somebody got to him. No, they did not. Not. I just did it because it's a new year. I'm going to get it done in 21. There's some things I'm determined to do, determined to accomplish. What is it that you're determined to do? That you are determined to accomplish, that you've been going at it again and again and again, and you fail, and now you're ready to quit, or you've already quit. I'm saying to you, come, Lazarus, come forth. Had to call him 3 times. Come on, you got the power to come out of there. Lazarus, didn't you hear me? You know something. People watching say, I think Jerusalem Slim has lost it. He calling, we told him the man's dead. Yeah, there are a lot of people walking around with a lot of potential in them that's dead. Greatness in them, that's dead. Genius in them, that's dead. Abilities and talents that need to be resurrected, that's dead. Greatness and abilities to change the world that need to be called forth 3 times. Lazarus, come forth. Whoa, wow. He said, brothers and sisters start running from everywhere. Oh, my Lord, good Lord. That's a good google moogle. They said, he's on fire. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Wow. The distance that I have traveled so far is longer than the distance I have left. Is that the same for you? We don't know how much time we have left. If that's the same for you, have you had some setbacks and failures and you have convinced yourself it can't be done? No. Change your approach, but don't change your decision. Get some help, because by changing your approach and getting some help, you can take your performance and your impact to another level. By getting the right help and the right coaching, you can live a life that will outlive you. Oh, you have greatness in you. Yes, absolutely you do. It's not judged by how much money you have or your materialistic possessions. It's not judged by that. No. I've never seen an ambulance or hearse at a funeral carrying some money behind it, or furniture, or a home, and dragging all that stuff out to the cemetery. No. They don't bury you with homes, with your brand new car, your Rolex watch. No, you're going to leave it all here. When Howard Hughes, who was the richest man in the world, died, Somebody asked on the plane, how much did he leave? And the answer was, all of it. Guess what? Vi Clark, my friend who passed, she said, life don't owe me any change. I've lived life my way. Live your life in such a way that life don't owe you. Or you got a goal, a dream. Just say, I got this dream that keeps showing up and it's up in my face, something that I want to do with my life. Okay, all right. I got you. I know that. I had this goal and dream of buying my mother a home, and I did it. I'm working with somebody right now who they have the same dream. I said, good. I'm going to show you how to do that. They came to me, and we have a form that people fill out where we vet and find out, what is it you want to do? What's your goal? What's your dream? We focus on that. I'm not, this is not for everybody. This is only for people with big goals and big dreams. And people want to do something with their lives. People who feel in their heart of hearts that this just can't be it. And that they want to rob the cemetery of their invention, of their creativeness. They want to rob the cemetery, as Miles Monroe would say, of their gifts. They want to become more engaged in this thing called life. They're not sitting around in some corner and hoping that nothing happens to them. Something is going to happen. You'll live a life of mediocrity, and then you check out, dying in the bleachers of life when you have the potential to be a player. Player. Graduated some students, and I'm looking for some more who are hungry. If you are hungry to win, if you're hungry to overcome your fears, if you're hungry to learn how to use your voice, if you're hungry to live a larger life, if you're hungry to live a life of adventure, Helen Keller said that life is either a daring adventure or it's boring. If you're hungry to transition out of a job that's not you and want to learn how to do something that is you in this new age in the comfort of your home and do it virtually and make more money than you can ever begin to imagine. If you are in that kind of place and you know that you just feel it in your heart of hearts, the best is yet to come. The best in me is yet to come. What I've gone through will not define me. The best is yet to come. Greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. The best is yet to come. You are more than a conqueror. The best is yet to come. Be with that. Know that. And live your life from that place of power. I want you to become a part of my community. Let me give you a summary, the Reader's Digest version. Number one, I'm going to take you through a process that will change your mindset and expand your vision. That's number one. You'll develop mental resolve. You'll be able to get a good night's sleep. Be anxious for nothing. You're going to change your attitude about yourself, how you see yourself, how you treat yourself, and also how you allow other people to treat you. That's one thing. Next thing, you're going to create and expand your ability to have a greater impact in life by learning some new things. See, if you're not willing to learn, nobody can help you. But if you're willing to learn, if you're making a statement, you're saying, I'm willing to learn. I want to learn from somebody that's experienced. You've been on this planet for 75 years, and you look good, old man. Your daughter, right? You are 75. Oh, come on, baby. You better behave. No. We're going to see if you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you're willing to learn, I'm willing to learn. Okay, come on. I'm throwing my hands up. This is it. I've messed up my life enough. I've done enough already. Okay, that can help a sister out. I could help a brother out. I'm telling you, if you're willing to learn, no one can stop you. I'll teach you how to become unstoppable. You hear me? You need some coaching. Where we are right now, you need some coaching. You don't want to wing this. You don't want to play this but flying by the seat of your pants. No, this place where we are now, it's serious business. You want to upgrade your skill set, reinvent yourself, rethink your life. Abraham Lincoln said, if I had 6 hours to chop a tree down, I'll spend 4 hours sharpening my axe. You need to spend some time sharpening your mind and being around the right people. Did you hear what I just said? Being around the right people is so important. Mental resolve, so important. Willingness to learn, so important. Continuously learning. And being around the right people, it taps into your miracle working power. Miracles to me are things that God does for you, through you, as you, and you are able to do things that you know, whoa, that you didn't do it. You say, look at God. Come on, somebody. Look at God up in here, up in here. Whoa, thank you, Father. Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness. I feel like hitting a little step right now. Jerusalem, I feel like hitting a step, but that's okay. I better cool off. Ooh. Yes. You ever just get excited by yourself? Sometimes when I think about how good he's been to me, I'm going to get up anyhow. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, look here. I'm about to hit a step. Come on, baby. Let the good time roll. Y'all don't know about that. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I know he didn't stand up and show his Mickey Mouse pajamas. He needs some help. Will somebody call his children and tell them they need to talk to their father? Okay. All right. Ooh. I'm having a hot flash. Ooh. I call it a power surge. I used to laugh at my mother and my sister, Margaret, but they had hot flashes. I don't do that no more. I don't laugh no more. Used to laugh at them. Now I'm one of them. If you're ready to go to another level, if you're ready to live a life that will outlive you, if you're ready to answer the call on your life, job is what you work for. Calling is what you're made for. You ready to be coached, and how I teach you and train you, it won't interfere with what you're doing now, but it will move you like on steroids in the direction of what you are made for. That's what I do. You know, ask anybody, say, you ever heard of Mamie Brown's baby boy? They'll tell you. I've been doing this for this will make the 52nd year. February the 17th. I'll be 76. Who does that? 76. Wow. Whoa. To God be the glory. You want to know how I got here? Oh, come on, Luther. Come on, Luther Bonds. God's grace. Oh. Yes. I'm going to take you to another level. I'm going to get the butter from the duck. Mm-hmm. Be ready to be stretched. Be ready to be challenged. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now.